Welcome. Hello, and hello. It is the FieldTalk podcast. It is me, FieldTalk Benzi, and at Sal Talk Soccer. How you doing, Sal?
I'm doing good. Look like I'm gonna serve you at McDonald's right now, but trust me, I'm not. Never have worked for the company.
Can I get a quarter pounder, no cheese, small
Like a shake with that.
fry, McFlurry?
I'm sorry, but the machine is broken, sir. Like it
Oh,
always is
no.
every day.
Oh, man. So it is Monday, December 7th, 8:44, and we are going to bring to you Champions League Match Day 6 preview. We'll, of course, go over some prediction. Sal has, what was it? Team of the century?
Team of the decade of the
Team of the
2010s.
decade. Okay. So we got that to discuss. Yeah. And hopefully my laptop doesn't die, which it might. So I don't know if I should plug in my laptop now. You want to take this over for like 2 minutes?
Yeah, I'll take it over right now.
Okay. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
All right, everybody. So as I take over, let's just go over the groups as they stand right now. Group A, you have Bayern Munchen sitting at the top of the group, 13 points. Atleti at 6, Salzburg at 4, and Lokomotiv, wow, 3 points. Group B, the group we all are looking forward to. Borussia Mönchengladbach at 8, Shakhtar at 7, Real Madrid at 7, Club Internacional de Milano, 5 points. Group C, already decided. Manchester City sitting at 13 points. Porto at 10 points. Olympiacos at 3. And Olympique de Marseille, 3 points. I'm surprised I'm saying that right now. Group D, Liverpool at 12. Atalanta 8. Ajax at 7. Michelin, thanks for coming. 1 point. Group E, Chelsea sitting at 13. Sevilla 10. Krasnodar 4. And Rennes with a point. Kepa's playing tomorrow. Let's just remember that, everybody. Borussia Dortmund sitting at the top of Group F with 10 points. Lazio 9. Club Brugge still with the chance to qualify at 7. And Zenit with 1 point. Group G with figures. Barcelona 15. Juventus 12. Dynamo Kiev and Ferencváros at the point each. And finally, another group we're all looking forward to. Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain, and RB Leipzig all sitting at 9 points, with Istanbul, Başakşehir with 3 points.
I got a couple questions after you've did the rundown of the standings here. Group G, which is going down tomorrow. My question is, it's funny. I saw that we had a viewer, and I knew it. I knew exactly who it was. The comment popped up right on time. Anywho, so we're looking forward to Group G's match tomorrow, which is Barcelona Juventus. My question is, 15 points Barcelona, Juventus 12. If Juventus wins, Barca still takes that group, right?
Yeah, goal difference is 14-7.
Yeah. So that's what I was looking at that. So I was just wondering. So okay, my initial thought was correct. So tomorrow we have some games that we're looking forward to, some games that will determine the outcome in some groups.
Yep.
And who goes into Europa League. So, and of course we have Wednesday that's going to take place as well. But we're going to start with the matches for tomorrow, go over some predictions, then we'll follow suit with the rest of the show. So we start off tomorrow. I'm going to start with Group E since those are the games and whatnot. And we start off with Group E. Chelsea and Sevilla have it wrapped up. So as you heard Sal say, Kepa is playing tomorrow. Krasnodar may be able to get in some goals, and it won't make any difference. Both teams, Chelsea, Sevilla, that is, will probably be rotating players. Might be playing players we haven't even heard of yet. Chelsea does have a very stacked youth, uh, so we might see a couple of those guys. Um, and Chelsea plays Krasnodar at 3 o'clock tomorrow. That's what 12 your time. Is that
Yep.
right? Okay. So being that it's most likely just bench players and maybe academy players, what do you got score wise on that one?
I have Chelsea 3, Krasnodar 2.
Okay, so you could, I could see that. Krasnodar has actually been somewhat impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Very unlucky though. And then again, Chelsea has dominated this group. So I'm gonna just for the hell of it, just for some fun, Krasnodar 2, Chelsea 1. Um,
I can see it.
it wouldn't change anything though if they lost and Sevilla wins though, right?
No, I mean they're already set. The one that does matter is basically Krasnodar and Rennes, because if Rennes wins, then they advance to Europa.
Okay, so yeah, so Krasnodar needs the dub. Um, yeah, because also Chelsea has the tiebreaker. They beat them last week, and then
Mm-hmm.
the first game between them was a tie. So yeah, Sevilla regardless. Rennes, and then in that case, Sevilla coming off a loss this weekend to Real Madrid, courtesy of an own goal. They basically rotated players last week, so I'd expect Lopetegui to continue that routine. Just to make things interesting, damn. But if Krasnodar wins, then they automatically lock in that Europa League, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay. Well, just to even regardless, just to hype it up, the possibility Rennes 1, Sevilla nil.
Ooh, Rennes is coming off a 2-0 loss for this weekend. Oof.
So
Oof.
both coming off a loss this weekend.
Yeah. Ooh. Man. I'm gonna go with Rennes. I'm gonna go with the Rennes win. 1. No, they have to win by 2. It would have to be by 2 goals.
Okay.
Can they do it? Yes, they can. I'm gonna go Rennes 2, Sevilla 0.
If Sevilla rotates like I assume they will, then yeah, I could see it as well. Um, so that's the entertainment we get out of Group E. We'll see what happens tomorrow. By the way, that Rennes Sevilla game is at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. And then we move on to Group F. We have Zenit hosting Dortmund tomorrow at 12:55. So early morning game for Sal, 9:55 a.m. Both okay. So
Both games, yeah, both games, yeah.
since his last match day, they're not taking any chances here. Uh, so what do you got, Zenit Dortmund?
Ooh, man. Well, doesn't matter where Dortmund finish at. Well, does it? No, it doesn't matter where Dortmund finish at. They'll end up either winning the group or not. But they're playing in Zenit, right? St. Petersburg.
Yep, they are.
Oof. No Holland. Oof. I'm gonna give it to Zenit 3-2.
Zenit 3-2. Why is Holland not playing?
He took a knock. He took a knock the last. He took what is a hammy? A hammy the week before during the Champions League.
Okay, that's unfortunate because those could take a while to heal up.
Oh no, the Terminator says he's ready to go again.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. The Terminator got some bionic work done, I guess, during the weekend. It's hard. Even without Holland, they're still a strong team. Reina's playing supreme.
I mean, but it's like Zenit. They're going into St. Petersburg. That's the other thing.
Yeah, and it's super cold right now
Yeah.
compared to, I guess, what weather they're.
What, like 4 or 5 weeks ago when they played last time?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Does it make it any somewhat exciting if Zenit wins?
It only means it. Well, if Zenit wins, then that means Dortmund is looking at either finishing. Let's see, Well, they're looking at either. You know what? When I'm looking at the table, if they don't win, then that means they. Oh yeah, that means they finish second. They'll finish second place if they don't win.
Okay.
But that depends on the other two teams actually winning.
Well, in that case, Zenit 2, Dortmund 1. It's last match day, man. I'm already freaking nervous as hell for Wednesday, so
You need surprises, man. That's what we
yeah,
need.
I know exactly.
Every group, most of the groups are set up for a surprise if things
Yeah,
fall certain ways.
that is true. And then Lazio same time tomorrow, 12:55 Eastern, 9:55 Pacific. Lazio hosting Club Bruges. Brujas. Does Brujas have any chance of making it to the next round?
Yes, they do. And
They got to win.
here's yeah, that's the kicker because they're on 7. And if they win, then that means they automatically get second place. And if Lazio wins, that means they get first.
Ooh, man. All right, Brujas 3, Lazio 1.
Yeah, as you can see on the scrolling header down below us, if you're not watching us live, tune in for us. But we are here for Club Bruges, even though they are playing in Rome.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna be Brujas 2, Lazio 0.
Oof. So we both got a two goal win.
Let's go, Bruges.
Yeah, come on. I just want to see it. I wouldn't be upset if Lazio makes it to the next round.
Yeah.
I don't remember a time when I did see them in the round of 16. But then again, Club Bruges, what they did last season is just the hype is there. So I would like to see them in the round of 16. So with that, we move to Group G, Group Gangster. We have Barcelona hosting Juventus tomorrow at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. I'm just going to say here, I'm not going against the GOAT. Ronaldo Tus or Cristiano Tus. I don't know how to combine those two names. Juventus 2, Barca 1, since it's not going to make a difference in the standings. But I just want the win.
I am going for the Benzi special because after how Barcelona was this weekend and Juventus have been playing in Serie A, 2-2.
Yeah, Juventus is not even. It's Milan, AC Milan that's in first, right?
It's both Milan sitting at the top.
Wow. Holy cow. Yeah, it doesn't really make any difference, but it's always good to see Ronaldo, win at Camp Nou. So just for that, yeah, Barca coming off I believe their 4th loss of the season.
4th or 5th? No?
Yeah, 4th or 5th. It's one of those. I believe it's 4th because I think Real Madrid and Barca both had 3 losses. I'm not sure. Nah, I don't even freaking know. But yeah, disappointing loss to Cadiz. I could have sworn they would have just mopped them like they did Osasuna the week prior. Coleman is blaming the schedule. His players are getting tired, but yet again, you rested Messi for the second week in Champions League, and he was a no-show. So, and the one goal that they scored was an own goal by Cadiz. So,
another Jurgen Klopp.
Yeah, pretty much the whole schedule thing. It's a joke, really, sometimes. But for a part of me wants to agree with the whole schedule thing because like the turnaround from the from resuming last season and then finishing it and then the turnaround into this season and Champions League, like we don't really have a Champions League like this where it's just 3 back-to-back weeks, like split with a 2-week break. Like it's usually not like that. So I get it, but you're paid millions of dollars. You have great facilities for training. You can rest your players. It's man management that it comes down to, and he sucks at it, and he wants to blame it on the schedule.
La Liga still has 5 subs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, he can't really do the whole Jurgen Klopp where I only have 3 subs. That's a whole different story now.
Yeah, definitely. The 5 does help. I'm not quite sure why Premier League denied it.
Best league in the world.
I guess it's it just doesn't make sense because you're gonna say it's the best league and then the FA screws you guys over like
Oh, I have a stat
time
for
to time.
that for the Premier League real quick. The Premier League record for penalties taken in a single season is 107. They're looking to eclipse it this year. The numbers show it might be 177 penalties given this year.
Goodness gracious!
Welcome to the best league in the world.
And this is thanks to VAR though, right?
It is, yeah.
Because before that was probably a record that was made before VAR even existed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, VAR still we're still not sure if it's good or bad. It has its days, I guess you could say. And then so we have the next game in Group G, Dynamo Kiev hosting Ferencváros from Budapest. It is tomorrow at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. Who has
Europa
a better
League spot.
chance of make? So both have a chance to make Europa League.
Yeah, they're sitting on 1 point each. If it ends up in a draw, if it ends up in a draw, it's Dynamo Kiev that goes through.
That is just depressing, man. Holy cow. I'll give it to Ferencváros. First season in Champions League. Let it continue into Europa like Club Brugge did last season. I guess my
Man.
score. I don't know. If it's a tie, you said Dynamo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ferencváros 2, Dynamo 1.
You know what? I'm going for at least something entertaining. Dynamo Kiev 3, Ferencváros 2, right at the dead.
Oh, okay. That'll be a great Champions League material. It's always good to see. Group H, and we know somebody in the comments is waiting for this one. RB Leipzig hosts Manchester United tomorrow at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. And there's a lot riding on both of these games in Group H.
Mm-hmm.
So give me the outcomes on what transpires in which way and whatnot, because they're all sitting on 9, right?
Yeah. So
Backcheck Shears on 6.
3 points.
Oh, 3? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry. They messed it up last week, so never mind. Okay, so they're all sitting at 9. Backcheck here doesn't even have a chance for Europa. Okay, so let me shoot me some knowledge here.
All right. So here's how it works. If we get a draw between Manchester United and Leipzig, then that means in order for Leipzig to qualify, Paris would either have to get a draw or lose to Istanbul Başakşehir. But if RB Leipzig wins and Paris end up winning, Manchester United end up in Europa. You get a United win and a Paris win, it basically stays the same. United tops group, Paris remains in second.
Okay. How come Paris gets second if they tiebreaker? Is it because the goal differential?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. And good evening, Hus. Hope you're doing well. Just says, just win the effing game. You're not about to have me sick. Oh man. So Leipzig, Manchester United. Manchester United coming off a good win this weekend. Come back in the second half versus West Ham. What did Leipzig do in Bundesliga, Sal? The Bundesliga guru.
They drew against the best team in the world, Bayern München. And it was one hell of a game that went back and forth, losing it. The draw came at the end because of one Mr. Thomas Muller. And God, Leipzig were controlling that game for the most part. So you can tell that they're ready to play.
Yeah, they're priming up for this week, basically.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. I'm gonna go for the Benzi special 1-1. What's up?
Salstradamus is coming in now because we know my record is Salstradamus is nil and whatever the hell I predicted right now. Oh man, I don't want to go against the Premier League side, but I know Leipzig is going in it after they got smacked. After they got smacked at Manchester.
Yeah.
Oh man. I am going with the Benzi special as well in a low scoring 2-2 game.
Okay. And then we have PSG back checks here, same time, 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. Can back checks here pull something off?
They're playing in Paris, right?
Yeah, they're playing at Paris.
They,
Go, Sal,
did,
go.
did they almost get the win last time, right?
Yeah, they ended up losing, I believe, 2-0
Yeah, you're right.
in Istanbul, and then but the thing is, they were playing really well. Moise Kean just was in the right places and scored 2 and got his brace for the night. It's just PSG would look like a different team last week, but they were also still very vulnerable. Manchester United was in the game until that red card. I don't know, man. And backchecks here, man. Hell of a game last week with Leipzig. Holy cow. 7 goals. What's the dude's name? Got the hat trick. Just banger goals, man. Bangers. Set piece. Like he had it all. He had it all last week. But if Neymar plays the same way he did, Mbappe can actually be a little bit more clinical. PSG 4, Istanbul 2.
Man, I'm going with the Salstradamus special. I'm calling it just because I feel that Istanbul has it, and looking at the past scores, they've been in every game. Calling it right now, 2-1. 2-1 to Istanbul.
Ooh, okay.
2-1.
So spoiler alert for PSG. If, in that case, we both went with the draw. PSG loses. Well, you went with the loss, so that means PSG Europa.
Mm-hmm.
In my scenario, PSG wins, so that means what? First place of the group?
That means no, United still keep first place.
Even with the draw?
Yeah, even with the draw, they keep first place.
How? Because wouldn't PSG have 12? And then
let's see.
Man U
Because
10?
last time, oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. They take the group.
Yeah.
No, wait. No, wait. Because goal difference is 6-3.
Yeah, but they still only get a point.
Yeah. They still get a point. Yeah, you're right. So they take the group. Yeah, Paris will take the group.
Which that would be a surprise to us all the way things started off. So
yeah,
that's that. So then we move on to Wednesday. And this is 9th December, Group A. We have Salzburg hosting Atletico de Madrid at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. Salzburg, how they doing over there in Austria?
They are topping. They're top and they're winning. They won this past weekend, and this is all to play as well. If Salzburg gets to win, they move into the Champions League spot, and Atleti play in Europa.
Holy cow. Atletico coming off a 2-0 win this weekend against Valladolid. Goals by, I believe, Lamar and Marcos Llorente. Man, do I support this horrible La Liga side? And the thing is, Real Madrid plays them this weekend, December 12th. So do we want to play an Atletico with a sour taste in their mouth or an Atletico on a high? That's either way. It's still going to be a great game. I'm going to go with the Benzi special 2-2 because Salzburg actually has been playing some great football lately in the Champions League, regardless of outcomes.
Mm-hmm.
They're still a very strong team. So yeah, 2-2 Salzburg Atletico.
So it was 3-2 last time they met. And I said when we started this whole thing that Salzburg was going through, and I'm sticking with Salzburg. Salzburg wins since they're playing Austria, 2-1.
Okay. I'll find out how I feel about it after Wednesday, if that really comes to fruition. Next game we have is Bayern Munich, champions or last season's champions, holders, hosting Lokomotiv Moscow, 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. I'll be assuming Bayern is going to be rotating players. Even with that being said, Bayern win 3-1.
All right. Now let me throw the scenario at you.
Throw it at me.
If Atleti win, right,
Mm-hmm.
that leaves Salzburg at 4. That would mean that Lokomotiv would have to win their game to jump up and actually get the Europa League spot.
Oh, so there's still some intricacies here.
Yeah.
Hmm. I don't, even with a B side, maybe a C side from Bayern, it just, Locomotive have to play like balls out, man.
They have to play like Brazil 90,
Yeah,
90 what?
94,
Yeah.
98, 2000, 2002, all those. Um, even though they didn't win in 98, but hey. Um, yeah. What do you got? Because I still see a Bayern 3.
I still see a Bayern one, even if it is the C squad or the D squad, basically, or the youth team for Bayern. I mean, it's still gonna be a Bayern win, 3-1.
And they got Lewandowski, so
Yeah.
it's hard. And then so we move on to the group that I'm very not much liking this season. It's Group B, and we have Real Madrid hosting Mönchengladbach, the beautiful name, Borussia Mönchengladbach, at 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. We're what? We're in third right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see, the thing is, I don't even really have any info, especially after we played this weekend. The way we played last week, um, and then the week before that, or the weekend before that. So we really haven't been on a high. So it's hard for me to be optimistic. Um, but for the sake of staying in Champions League, I'm going to say that we're going to win, even though I don't 100% believe in it. But then again, it all depends on what lineup we throw out. If we throw up a somewhat strong lineup, I'll be more comfortable. Kind of like the lineup we had against Inter Milan in the second time at Inter. If we have a lineup of that nature, then I say we could definitely win it. I'm gonna say 2-1 Madrid. Yeah, you can point at that all you want, but if your team loses tomorrow, I'm talking hella trash.
You know, Mönchengladbach rested some of their players in the 2-2 draw against Freiburg, and you can tell why they rested the players already. They're looking forward to this match. I'll throw out all the scenarios right now so that we can be ready for this whole group because we're
Do it.
sitting 8, 7, 7, and 5. If Real Madrid win, they top the group at 10 points, which will be a miracle considering how the team started this whole group stage.
Just how they've been
So,
playing this whole group stage at that.
basically, but they would win the group, right? So they'd win the group automatically. What that's if
If Shakhtar loses
Shakhtar loses.
or draws.
But if Shakhtar wins, then they'll win the group, and Real Madrid still would go on in second.
Mm-hmm.
Mönchengladbach wins, then they'll automatically win the group on 11 points. Then it's up to Shakhtar to keep up their end and either win or draw at Inter. But if Inter end up winning, that means Shakhtar moves down to the Europa League spot. Inter move up to the second spot, and Real Madrid move down. So
Basically, not.
Real Madrid scenario is either win
or go home.
Basically. Or if the draw occurs, if the draw does occur, and you're sitting on 8 points, right? Then you would need
Enter to win.
Inter to win.
Because if they draw, then we get Europa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Super,
being said,
super easy.
man, I love Mönchengladbach. Where are they playing at? They're playing in
The Di Stefano, which has nothing special, which is nothing special like the Bernabeu. So
yeah.
yeah.
Mönchengladbach has a sour taste in their mouth after that draw, and they're pumped to win this group.
And they lost to Inter.
Yeah, and not only that, the draw against Real Madrid last time, where they basically handed it in a silver plate. I can't see Mönchengladbach losing it. I cannot, and it's going to be one of those games where it's going to be either 2-1 or 1-0.
Yeah, I don't even remember the score I said. That's how much I'm really just like out of it. All right. So let's Inter game. I'm just gonna pick Inter for the sake of everything, trying to at least like if we get Europa, I'll be fine with it. I'd just rather be in something than not be in anything at all, because that would be the weirdest feeling ever. So I'm gonna go Inter 2, Shakhtar 0.
Oh, they're playing Italy. Inter's on a roll. They're sitting on second place. They're 4 points off from first. Inter wins easy. Inter. I can't see Conte not winning, and if Conte loses, then it's gonna be.
Yeah, and Lukaku had a good game last week against Mönchengladbach. So
yeah.
So I could see that. I could see that rolling. But Shakhtar, as they've shown, they've been a really good team this Champions League.
Can't count them out.
You really can't.
Yeah, but they would advance with a -7 goal differential.
Yeah.
Damn, that's group.
Yeah, Group B has become. Could we call this the group of death?
It has.
Right, it's become the group of death.
It has.
Yeah. So with that being said, we move from the group of death to Group C. It is Manchester City hosting Olympique de Marseille. Marseille coming off a win this weekend, and so is Manchester City, which is surprising to say, especially Premier League wise, since they've been kind of up and down this season there. But they have dominated in Champions League. Marseille playing horribly the Champions League. That game is Wednesday, 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. I'm going to go Manchester 2, Olympique de Marseille 0.
Pep will rotate. He won't play his best squad. He's already made it through. That being said, I have faith in Marseille, and the scenario as it works out is if Marseille get the win, they get Europa League. So let's go Marseille.
That would be good for them. Me and you both expected Marseille to put up a better fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, they kind of lost those matches to Manchester City and Porto easily. So that was very lackluster there. And then the next match is also at the same time, 3 Eastern, 12 Pacific. Olympiacos hosting FC Porto. Olympiacos' first win was against Marseille, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It was like a 1-0 win or something like that. Porto's been playing a lot better since their first match, I would say, against Manchester City. I'm gonna go with Porto on this one, 2-1.
I'm going with Porto 3-0, and they top the group.
So if Porto wins, they top the group?
Yeah. Oh no, because they City beat them. No, so they'll end up second. No. Yeah.
Yeah. City beat them both times.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, and then we move into the last group, Group D. Michelin hosting Liverpool Wednesday, 9th December, 12:55 Eastern, 9:55 Pacific. Liverpool 4, Michelin 0.
Diego Jota hat trick, Michelin 0.
Yeah. Ajax, Atalanta, biggest game of the group, decides who stays in Champions and who goes to Europa. Ajax hosting Atalanta. I'm a big Atalanta fan. They got the Colombians there. So I'm going to go with Atalanta winning narrowly 3-2.
I'm coming back, people. I'm coming back, especially because Atalanta was rested this weekend. They didn't play thanks to a flooded pitch. So everybody's good to go. Let's do this, boys. 7-2. Let's go.
They didn't. They last match they got their revenge on Liverpool, didn't they?
Liverpool, yup, they did.
Yeah. So yeah, that was very interesting to see. I was surprised that worked out that way. Is England also letting 2,000 fans in for Champions League, or that's only a Premier League thing?
I believe they will let them in.
So that might change a lot of games. Well, Liverpool's not playing in England, but for the other teams like City, I believe there was one more, Chelsea. Yeah, so those two. So yeah, that's the predictions. And Sal, let's get into the discussion of what is a team of the decade, right?
They call it the ultimate team of the year, but it is a team of the decade. So it is the hot topic of our Champions League preview. UEFA put out a poll that they conducted with the fans to pick out their best 11 players from the past 10 years. Now, there's a lot of bias in this poll. You'll soon find out why, and Mario and I will probably not agree with this poll in the majority of it. But we have your goalkeeper, and rightly deserved, Iker Casillas.
Round of applause, everybody. Yeah.
Exactly. You have
starting. I would have been, by the way, I also would have been okay with like Keylor Navas. Is this like UEFA in terms of Champions League or just all of Europe?
This is in terms of all Champions League.
Okay, so just Champions
League. Anyone who's played Champions League. So yeah, you could put in Keylor Navas, you could put in Manuel Neuer.
Yeah, they're very high there in contention as well, I would say.
Yeah,
but
so you have Casillas, 6 Champions League appearances.
Yep, and
then you have
he's only one.
Your starting left back in Sergio Ramos.
What?
yeah. Oh, here's where it gets interesting. Your center backs. One Gerard Piqué and Carles Puyol. Come on, Mario.
This is about to make me start cursing for real, man. Come on. This is some BS.
Your right back is Philip Lahm. I have no problem with Philip Lahm.
No, I don't. But Dani Alves, come on, man.
Yes, exactly. Dani Alves has to rightfully get his spot in here. And not only that, I would move away from either a Piqué or a Puyol, put Ramos in the spot, and put in Maldini in that spot as well.
My question is, though, this is from what year to what year?
So this is from 2010 to now.
Carles Puyol, 2010 to now? No, dude, they're tripping. Now I'm really pissed. Like, if you said
okay, no. So yeah, we're going from 2000.
Okay,
so then 2000. So I would, like I said, I would put Maldini in there.
See, take out Piqué, leave Carles Puyol because 10 times, 100 times better than a Gerard Piqué. I don't.
You see, and it was Ramos and Puyol that won the World Cup, wasn't it?
Yeah, but not only that, Chelsea fans should be super livid with this because Piqué with the damn handballs against Chelsea, y'all should be freaking burning down whoever houses just voted for this crap because I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yeah, because other than that, yeah, Maldini, yeah. So okay, continue, bro. Because I'm just
all right. So we're going with the 4-3-3. All right. So you can already assume who your midfielders are.
Xavi, Iniesta, Let me guess. Bro, if it's all three Barcelona players, I'll be pissed. But no, I'm gonna just give it to. Damn, who's been good since 2000 to now? Besides, because I can't really complain. Although I prefer Xavi over Iniesta. Um, all right, just give me the third one because I know it's both of those.
All right, so yeah, it's both of them and Stevie G. Liverpool fans came out hard for this one.
That's man. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. Let's continue with this dumb formation of 4-3-3. I hate this formation.
So your front line, you have Thierry Henry down the middle, which I have no complaints. And on the wings, you have one Lionel Messi and the goat himself, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay.
No complaints right there. No complaints at all right there.
You really can't argue that. Although Thierry Henry, did he win a Champions League with Barca?
Yeah.
Okay. That's probably why. Because I was gonna say he got he got screwed out the first time they met Barca, when Ronaldinho was playing.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that Champions League and I was super pissed, so pissed. But it is what it is. And not just because it was Barca, just because I love Thierry Henry and the man deserves everything.
We have our own FieldTalk Jess in the comments. Gerard over Scholes and Lampard.
It's just there's so many midfielders though. Like you can give credit, but then again, I'm gonna be biased because from 2010 to now, like you know, you have players like Kroos, which are good, but when you think about the 2000s to 2010, those were prime time players. Like it's hard. It was a different football as well.
Yeah.
So and it was I feel like it was a lot better then. So when you think of those midfield players, yeah. Um, I'll be honest, Scholes didn't really come to mind. But since you bring it up, yes. Um, Lampard over Gerard, yes, as
Mm-hmm.
well. But we can say Gerard did, was
Yeah.
part of those Liverpool wins, or
No,
win.
these are all winners. All winners in Champions Leagues who have multiple appearances. I think the only one that has less appearances out of all of them is Stevie G with 3 appearances. But everybody has 5 and up.
Then go figure. Yeah, but PK is like
Why?
the backup is like the backup quarterback to Tom Brady, and Tom Brady goes to 80,000 Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? That's like he's like the backup to Carlos Puyol, and Puyol's just taking that defense to Champions League every season kind of deal. PK, man, he has his moments, but just thinking of like everything, no, dude, no. He was
Yeah, it comes to mind, right? Because the fans voted on this. Did they not watch PK like you said during that Chelsea? When Chelsea should have actually gone ahead.
yeah,
Didn't they watch that game? Because at that point, it should have been like, huh?
for real. I don't know, man.
Like I
Ramos
said,
at left. Like there's so many good players on the left that you could put, and then swap PK with Ramos. Ramos and Puyos, bro. That's like iconic in its own, national team wise, and just
but
the
like
type
you
of
said,
players they
yeah,
are.
yeah. But like you said, Danny Alves. I think that's the one that everyone can agree on. That was the snub because
Yeah,
Danny Alves was such an iconic left back and just
right
a
back.
a mainstay, right?
Yeah,
Just a mainstay throughout the Champions League for so long. Like, what the hell?
I don't know, man. Because you think of Philip Lahm, great international player for Germany, great time at Bayern Munich. You can't deny it. But compared to Danny Alves,
Mm-hmm.
Like Danny Alves, did it all, man. He really did. As much as I didn't like him, especially playing against him, um, I remember from even seeing him play at Sevilla, I was like, he deserves to be at a bigger club. Boom. Like as soon as I said it, I think that same transfer window after the season, Barcelona scoops him up. And I was like, well, there you go. And then he became what everybody knows him as.
But
You
he
know,
won it twice or once.
I believe he won it twice. Or did he only win it once that year that they won with against Juventus?
I'm thinking just that year, no, because he wasn't part of that squad that won it against.
Oh no. I think that was that Albido? Or was Albido playing on the left? You see, I don't even think Jordi Alba was there when they won that first time against Arsenal.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard for me to think of that team. But and that was a year. Was that the year that they beat Chelsea? No, it wasn't.
No, it
No,
was.
because that was the year they beat Chelsea. Was we were going into the summer of World Cup 2010 because Iniesta scores that last minute goal against Chelsea, and then he ends up scoring the game winner against Netherlands in the World Cup final. I
Yeah.
remember that was like his shining season. Um, yeah, it would every time I watch that video, I just laugh, but I feel the pain in Michael Ballack's body and soul. Like seeing that handball, and he's just running up on the ref, and the ref is like just trying to get out of there. Like he's like, I know I saw it, but I'm just gonna keep running. Like I don't see this guy here, and I just die laughing all the time. But I don't know, man. This team is
So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6 Spanish players, 1 English player, 1 German, 1 French, and then Lionel Messi, Argentine.
and Portuguese.
Cristiano, yeah.
Yeah, Cristiano. Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, the bias towards Barcelona is just, and a lot of it has to come down from those Pep Guardiola days.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to. It's just that little bubble of that period, like Iniesta, Xavi, Messi. But because Messi really early 2000s, Messi was in the shadow of Ronaldinho, and he didn't, he was kind of coming out of it, but it wasn't until Ronaldinho left that he became who he is now. And then he was even just a lot better because he had two great passers. Sergio Busquets as well, um, a great passer regardless of his lack of speed. He's just he had what it took. Um, so yeah, so our main complaint is right back, center back, left back because they force Ramos in there, so like they don't get any, I guess, backlash for that. Because as much as people want to dislike Ramos, he is a great center back.
Yep.
Um, you can't blame him that he's just dude's a rough guy, yeah. Like it is what it is. You got to be rough playing as center back. Look at Carlos Puyo. That dude was tough as nails as well.
Yeah.
And then we have what Stevie G.
And I'll put it this way: the Italians got snubbed, so no Pirlo, no
Cannavaro.
yeah, Cannavaro, yeah. What else am I missing? There's so many. There's just so many you can get through the midfield. I mean, it's then you have
Doggy up top.
Yeah,
He could have been Del Piero could have been put up top.
Xavi Alonso.
Yeah, you see, Xabi Alonso. But what the thing is, would it have been Xabi Alonso Liverpool or Xabi Alonso Madrid or Xabi Alonso Bayern? It
Well, it
probably would have
doesn't
been.
it doesn't matter which one as long as they've been there to the top.
Okay. Because I believe Xabi Alonso has two Champions League, one with Liverpool and one with Real Madrid.
Yep.
Right? Did he win
Yeah.
one with Bayern? No, right?
No.
Because
No.
he was being coached by Pep Guardiola,
Yep.
and Pep hasn't won one since.
Oh, I'm forgetting Arjen Robben.
Yeah, as much as you know, in his in his early days. But you see, I believe Arden Robin really go to the Champions League as much? Was
No, no, not as. I mean, they those Pep Guardiola teams from Bayern.
yeah,
That's it.
because
Yeah.
yeah, with Bayern, and then he went a couple times with Real Madrid, but those Real Madrid squads in that time weren't really that strong. They got beat out by Liverpool once, and then there was another couple times where they only just made it to the round of 16 and dropped out. Um, and I believe he was there for like 2, 3 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So that Arjen Robin still wasn't like he was great, but it wasn't like the Iron Robin we saw at Bayern Munich.
You know who we're missing here in this list? Zidane.
When does Zidane stop playing? It was after 2006 World Cup, right?
Yeah. So he'd still make the list.
Yeah, but who was he playing for though?
What's he playing for?
Did he finish at Madrid?
I think he finished at Madrid, right? He should have.
I think so.
Because then you have Neymar. I mean, and you really can't say. I mean, Neymar could get in that list. Ozil could get in that list, but Ozil didn't win it, right?
No, it was a done winning. He actually got sent to Arsenal, and then that next season is when we won.
Frank Ribery from Justin.
Ribery. Who did he play with
Before Bayern. I'm trying to think.
Was he in France
But he did win it though.
with Bayern?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, so there's so many.
Yeah.
There's so many players we could
And you
we
see,
could put in there.
when it comes down to it, this was you said voted by the fans.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what fans saw this poll, you know, because the fact that there's PK in there, that's just probably biased from a fan base that, took advantage of voting in this poll. Because I definitely would have loved to see like who we could have picked, you know. Um, I'm glad that Eker got picked, to be totally honest, because I think
Mm-hmm.
he's the best goalie. Like Buffon, like I've told you, Buffon is great, but I don't know, man. He's losing that Buffon magic, trying so hard to get a Champions League trophy. He's like like he probably will die trying to get a
Yeah.
Champions League trophy. So yeah.
Marcelo is another one. Marcelo and Patrice Evra.
Patrice Evra, I would pick Patrice Evra over Marcelo. Although Marcelo, yes, has 4 Champions Leagues. Patrice Evra's era of of football is is supreme.
Yeah. That backline.
Yeah, it's just that back line and Stevie G, man. Everything else, I really can't complain. Like Lionel Messi, yeah, I can't. Cristiano Ronaldo, definitely. Thierry Henry, I've always been a great fan, and he wore the best number ever. So, um, Iker Casillas, yeah, you already know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and even with Porto, he was still going to the Champions League. So, come on, man. I think he debuted at the age of 16, 18, something like that in the Champions League.
Jeez, did he?
Yeah, something like that.
Jesus Christ.
I think it was forget this guy's name all the time. Ido Bolgner. I can't remember who the goalie. I can't remember his name.
So he
Bilgner.
he debuted in 1999. Let's see,
Yeah,
18. Yeah, you're right. 18 years of age. God damn.
yeah. And
I
he made
mean,
some crazy saves in that game too. It was nuts. It was
God
crazy.
damn. What can't you? What bad thing can you say about Iker Casillas? Really? What bad thing can be said? I mean, the ultimate team player, the ultimate captain. You could say. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just what you want out of a goalkeeper. That he is the model that all goalkeepers have been following for a long time.
yeah. Iconic save in the World Cup final.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, got routed by Netherlands the next World Cup. But that still doesn't take it away. They were just salty they lost the final. The country to invent supposedly the game of football, and they haven't won a World Cup. So yeah, that's crazy. Does Ronaldo score tomorrow at the Camp Nou? So
He does.
he does. I like
Take a
it.
brace. I want him to take a brace. I want him to score too, for old time's sake.
What games are you looking forward to this group stage match day?
Hey man, I mean it's all of Group B and all of Group H. Those, I mean,
Right? I feel
I'll
like
be
that's
I'll
really
it's like we'll be tied to those games
yeah.
with with like pins and needles and monitors and who else knows what else. Just like trying to, something tells me some BS is gonna happen and someone is gonna get screwed out. Just watch VAR do its bullshit.
That's the part that's gonna suck. If VAR plays a role in this whole outcome of Europa and round of 16 play, that's gonna be very disappointing. For the dub or nah. Sorry, Jay.
Honestly, I didn't get to this one. I didn't get to this one. I didn't really. I mean, my whole deal was this team. The second I saw this list, because the second I saw it, I had to put my phone down. I couldn't believe people picking who they picked.
Yeah. Well, I just totally forgot about for the dub. Remember, I've been out of this for a little bit thanks to some technical issues, and I was just glad that my stuff is working. um, but yeah, so we're looking forward to Group H and Group B. Man, don't be surprised if you don't hear from me on Wednesday.
Don't be
if things
surprised if
things go
Phil Talk
downhill.
just comes on this show and starts throwing
What?
some troll moves everywhere, depending on where his team ends up.
Oh man. But you see, the thing is, for Jay at least, like he won't get kicked out of anything. Like his team won't get kicked out of either or competition. Like my team has the possibility of just decent,
Of nothing really.
Yeah,
When was the last time that ever happened?
that's the thing, and that's what's just it's disgusting to even think about. Ugh, I don't really know, man. I don't know.
With that said, that concludes this week's hot topics for the Champions League. Mario, take it away.
So yeah, it's been a great night. Are we gonna come back tomorrow, so?
We should come back tomorrow for the Premier League.
Premier League, yeah, because that's been very interesting so far, and very surprising nonetheless. But yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow.
Not Jay.
If United lose tomorrow, don't look for me. Laugh out loud. All right, man. But I will just, if you can send me like a period, like like the actual like sign, like a dot in the chat, like in the WhatsApp chat, just so I know that you're live, we're good. And then I'll look for you Wednesday. But wait, how long do I not look for you? Or how long do we not look for you? Anywho, while he responds to us, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let us know down in the comments who you have going through, who you have choking, who you look forward to, the matchups you look forward to in the next round, and yeah, Europa picks, all that good stuff. Drop a like, hit the follow if you're on a streaming platform like Spotify, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, all that good stuff. You can find us on most streaming applications. So if you want to listen to us on a go, feel free. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow Sal at South Soccer. You can follow me at, I changed it recently, so it's at FT_Benzi. So it's no more Field Talk, just FT. I shortened the Field Talk. And then you can follow just at, goodness gracious, Field Talk just _.
Or never look for him.
Like never look for him. No. All right, well then in that case, I'll call your mom and she'll know what's up. And then so yeah, and if you want to follow the pod, you can follow it at Field Talk Pod on Twitter, and then at Field Talk Pod, or is it FieldTalk underscore
FieldTalk underscore on Instagram.
on Instagram? There you go. So yeah, you have all those platforms you can reach us on, listen to us on, communicate with us on. So feel free. If you want to send us an email, it's at fieldtalk00@gmail.com. So there's that. Am I missing anything, Sal?
Nope, that's about it.
All right.
With
So
that-
2020 is coming to an end, and we will do our best to bring you content till the year is over and the new one begins. So with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day, your evening or morning, whatever it may be. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you on the next one. Remember to like and subscribe. And Sal, if you can, say your beautiful final words.
Ciao, bellies.